She got her own house. She got her own house. She got her own house. Hey family, welcome back to my channel. So today I am going to give you guys an update of where I am on my own personal NACA journey. Also stick around until the very end because I have a giveaway. Let's talk about it. So I am back. I know that it's been a few weeks since I've really seen you guys, or you guys have really seen me. I have been doing a lot of voiceover tutorials and audio recordings, but I am back and better than ever. And I did want to take some time to come on here and give you guys an update of where I am on my own personal NACA journey. And then, like I said, at the very end, I'm going to let you guys know how you can enter into a giveaway. So first, I'd like to start with an update on my DR Horton situation. For those of you that have not been keeping up with my channel, I'll give you guys a quick little synopsis if you don't want to go back and watch the videos, but I still suggest you go back and watch the previous videos because I go very much into detail over what has transpired. But in a nutshell, I opened a Better Business Bureau complaint against DR Horton because I felt like they were using deceptive business tactics by telling me, oh, she can't use NACA. Oh, well, she can use NACA, but only if she does it this way. And it happened like 2 or 3 times. And so that caused me to open a BBB complaint. My original reason for opening the BBB complaint was so that they could remove the hard inquiry that they put on my credit. In a nutshell, they did not do that, but I still let them have it, so to speak, in my complaint, just so that it could be in written record, and other people that are looking into using DR Horton will see how shady they are when it comes to taking advantage of the buyers. But anyway, since the last update that I've given you guys, where I replied back to them essentially saying, you know, pretty much that you guys have offered me an alternate plan. However, there are other people in DFW that are still being able to go under contract with NACA since you guys told me I couldn't. So pretty much please explain, you know, where this is coming from. And unfortunately, the BBB has been tired of our back and forth, I suppose, because they sent me a message stating, we understand that you are not satisfied with the business's response and have noted your dissatisfaction in our files. While we regret we were unable to reach your desired resolution, the business has provided BBB with its position. This matter is now closed in BBB files and will appear in the company's BBB business profile as answered. The business addressed the issues within the complaint, but the consumer remains dissatisfied. So it's over. I don't know if this was triggered by BBB or just triggered by, you know, the amount of back and forth that had been going on, or if DR Horton is saying we're not going back and forth with her anymore. But needless to say, it's over and done. I got nothing out of doing that, but I guess giving DR Horton some bad press and bad publicity that's going to be online forever, along with these YouTube videos that I've been making about these scumbags. But yeah, so that's where I am with DR Horton. I've closed that chapter officially in my life and have moved on and will never purchase a home through DR Horton ever in my lifetime. Now on to better news. So I know that you guys saw the title of this video, but your girl is NACA qualified yet again. So I posted my requalification appointment audio maybe 2 weeks ago, I believe. So if you haven't checked that out, I'll try to link it above so that you can check that out, so that you can see what happens when you go back to your housing counselor and request to be resubmitted for qualification. Now, let me say, I did not ask for an increase in my affordability, but I just wanted to get conditions that I had originally, some I knew about, some I did not, addressed before I got under contract and found out about them during credit access. So I was able to do that. It took 11 days after submission for me to hear back on the status of my file that I was indeed qualified. And so after I received the email, I called NACA's office and I said, hey, can you look into my file and see if there are any hidden conditions that aren't mentioned before? And they kind of tried to say, well, if there were conditions, you would know. And I was like, no, because I was qualified last time and I still had conditions that were in my file that I couldn't see and I didn't know about until I spoke to the housing counselor. So she was like, okay. And she looked into my file and she was like, nope, I don't see any notes written here from the underwriter, so you're good to go. So I can only assume that everything will be smooth sailing once I get a house. Like, that's literally all that I'm waiting on. I did have a bit of a scare though, if you guys watched the first follow-up appointment, where I had taken my foot off the gas and I had stopped saving my $200 every single month in surplus. Now, I do not have payment shock, so I wasn't really paying too much attention to it because I didn't request to go higher than my rent. But that definitely could have stopped me from getting requalified. Thankfully, the underwriter accepted my file as is because I still had more money in my checking account than what I'd had the last time I qualified. So I think that it maybe just kind of canceled each other out. But definitely I am making a more conscious effort now to continue to save my additional $200 a month. Another thing is that please stay on top of your credit reports. So I had to write an LOE because some stuff had popped up on my credit report since I had initially been qualified back in April, and I didn't know it until the HC pulls my information while we were on the Zoom meeting getting ready to resubmit me for qualification. So I had to hurry up and write a LOE real quick. He was nice enough to let me do it while we were in the meeting so that he could go ahead and submit it. So thankfully I got that out of the way, but I am definitely going to make it a point now to start back checking my credit every 30 days. And don't just assume that nothing has changed just because you haven't opened up any new lines of credit or anything like that. Like, I literally have no idea how this address all of a sudden just showed up on my credit report, but it did. So word up to the wise, guys, stay on top of everything. Stay on top of your savings, stay on top of your LOEs, and stay on top of your credit. So that's definitely what I have learned. So right now, I'm honestly just in the process of researching builders. Like I told you guys before, I had put all of my eggs in the DR Horton basket and had to start completely over from scratch. I am still finding that builders are still requiring you to get pre-qualified with their lender and not just letting you move forward with NACA. So I have found some builders though that are back to allowing you to customize and build your own homes, and they're not just doing inventory homes anymore. So the market has relaxed a little bit, at least here in our area, when it comes to that. Like, it's still not as loose and free, but I am able now to find builders that will allow me to customize my own homes, and they are also offering incentives. Now, the incentives weren't as good as when I first started looking to buy a home, and I was thinking of going traditional before I found out about NACA, but they are still there. Like, if you use our lender, you'll get an additional $8,000 towards improvements or to spend in design studio or whatever. And then if you don't use our lender, we'll give you $3,000. So definitely, if you can afford to wait it out, it doesn't look like they're going to be doing price increases as quickly as they were the past 6 months or so. But if you can afford to wait it out a little bit longer, then it looks like things will kind of turn in the buyer's favor. And that's my prayer, is that the interest rate remains low and I'm able to wait it out, just because I have found a neighborhood that I really love, and they said that they're going to be releasing phase 2 in October, and I'll be able to get my dream home essentially. So just prayerfully, the interest rates will stay low and it will remain within my affordability, and I can move forward in October. So right now I'm just relaxing, really just chilling, staying on Facebook, making sure that I can keep you guys up to date, making sure that I can stay abreast of all of the changes, making sure I'm saving, making sure that I'm checking my credit report here and there. But I can say that I do have a lot more peace of mind now, knowing that my qualification is good all the way through the rest of 2021 and the top of 2022. So I'm not rushed or feeling pressured anymore, like I would have been had I not ever gotten requalified a couple weeks ago. So definitely don't wait, guys. Oh, this is one thing I wanted to say too. So whenever I addressed everything on my action plan, I called back in and I requested to get put back on that HC's calendar. Like, don't wait and just try to send an email saying, hey, can you submit my file because I finished everything in my action plan. Like, you're just going to get lost in the sauce. So I was able to thankfully get seen again within the next couple of weeks and then get resubmitted for qualification. So don't just trust that your counselor is going to work your file just because they told you they were going to submit you for qualification. Always get a follow-up appointment. I cannot stress that enough. Always get a follow-up appointment. Even if you don't get it right then and there on the phone with the counselor, call back the next day. And I know they have cracked down with allowing people to set up follow-up appointments all willy-nilly. And so I did have to show that I had addressed everything in my action plan before they let me move forward with setting up the appointment. But thankfully, it didn't take me that long. It only took me about a week to address everything on my action plan. But definitely do not just take your counselor's word for it. You need to make sure that you stay in front of them to make sure your file gets moved. So I just wanted to tell you guys that. So hopefully within the next 30 to 45 days, I'll be able to make another video and share some good news that I'm finally under contract. What I am going to do is identify all of the builders that I potentially want to build with and just get pre-qualified with everyone all at one time so that all of these multiple things aren't hitting my credit and dragging my credit score down, even though NACA doesn't look at your credit score, but everybody else does. And so I don't want to, have this unnecessarily affect my credit score for the next year or two. I know the longer that the older it is, the older the inquiry is, the less it hurts your credit, but it still doesn't fall off until 2 years. So that's where I am, guys. Thank you so much. But now let's talk about this giveaway. So my subscribers and my viewers have been such a motivation to me, so supportive. Like when I started this channel, I literally thought that only like 30 people would be watching my videos, and you guys have just poured into my spirit so much on every single video and just causing my page to just grow and grow and grow. I could not have ever predicted this. So, and to celebrate me being requalified, I want to do a giveaway. I know we parents just have to spend some money because it's back to school time. So I wanted to do a quick little giveaway. I don't have much because y'all know, just like y'all, I'm trying to get a house and I can't have NACA flag in my account because I didn't try to give away too much money. But I did want to give away a $50 Walmart virtual gift card so I can just email it to you guys. I'm not going to need your address or anything like that. So it'll be a virtual gift card. And all you have to do to enter to win is, number one, be a subscriber. Okay, so if you have not subscribed, please, I welcome you to go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate those of you that already have subscribed. But go ahead and subscribe, and then make sure that your subscriptions are public and viewable, because I'll be able to sort through my comments on YouTube Studio by comments from people that are subscribed. So that'll make it really easy for me to filter through the list. And then, so after you are subscribed and your subscriptions are made public, then I need you to go to my previous video, not this video, guys, pay attention and follow instructions. My previous video about generating your own property specific letter and making a brand new comment saying I'm subscribed. So even if you've already left a comment on that video, I need you to make a fresh comment saying I'm subscribed. And so I will not be responding to any of those comments because I need to keep a running tally of who's all entered into the giveaway. So just know that I'm going to see you guys next week. So make sure that you do this by next Wednesday. What is that? The 8th? Actually, let's do it next Tuesday, the 7th. Make sure that you have completed this by September the 7th at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's when I'm going to close the giveaway and run the query. And then in the next video, next Wednesday, I will announce the winner. So once again, just to recap, make sure that you are subscribed. Make sure that your subscriptions are public, and then go to my previous video about generating your own property specific letters and leave a comment saying that I am subscribed. And I know you may not want to leave your subscriptions open all week or whatever, but just make sure that your subscriptions are public on next Tuesday, the 7th at 10 p.m. Eastern. That's when I'm literally going to log into YouTube, look at all the comments, pull all the names of people that I can see. Okay, so good luck, and I will see you guys in my next video. It takes a village. Cheers.